Good morning, everybody. This is coffee time with Clicking and Bricken. He just got the clicking this morning for some reason. I do not know where the Moot Kid is. He may have his heck, he may have chopped his hair off and made him forget time or something. I don't know. So what you got is me for right now. Maybe he'll pop in soon. I don't know. But hey, I can ramble on for an hour. So what's going on, Brett and Miss Hamby? So I'm gonna rely on you guys to keep talking and having conversation. Yesterday, it was a weird day. I was gonna come in my living room, make some videos, and my internet was out all day and all night. So I'm shocked it was on this morning. So yeah. Um, I'm here drinking my coffee. Y'all drinking coffee this morning? Brett, I don't think you drink coffee, do you? I think you drink what, your monsters? How many monsters have you had already? Are you on your fifth one? Miss Amby, I saw you got the modular. That's awesome. Yeah, me too, Brett. You want to start the hotel build? Well, that's awesome. Um, I have not touched Lego since my live stream Wednesday. I'll tell you what, if y'all ever needed a break, I mean, just kind of from social media and everything, I did that. I mean, I had no choice yesterday, so I did that yesterday. I just watched TV and hung out with my daughter, and I just didn't come in the Lego room. Didn't get on the social media platforms at all. I posted a picture on Instagram yesterday morning about my Wednesday night bill, but that was it. I try to stay away. A week in Spain if you're offering. What's so special in Spain? I agree, Miss Amby. Sometimes you do need a break from social media. I just feel drained. I feel like I just, going through the motions. It's getting to where social media ain't that much fun anymore. I used to enjoy YouTube, and now I'm just like I don't care, and that's pretty sad. Uh, but I mean, I do want to hang out with my friends, so I do enjoy live streams and stuff. But It was like, I think everybody needs to take a break off of social media. Just like Callis today looks like. Maybe he'll get here. Maybe he'll wake up and say, "Oh crap, I'm late." And he'll get here, and there'll be a big old story. I don't know. And this podcast may not go on for an hour. Who knows? So how's everybody? How's everybody's week been? My week's been okay. I I went to the doctor Thursday, well, last week, and I got to take more shots and blah 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 blah. And now I've got my something's going on with my leg. Brett, well, see, that's where you're wrong. I'm not tied to my device. I can probably leave it and be okay. I do it because I want to hang out, talk to my friends, you guys, and stuff like that. But if social media left yesterday, it wouldn't have hurt my feelings one bit. And that's facts. I don't. I don't. Even right now, I don't. I'm not hardly on Instagram. I just post, and that's about it. And I'll answer my messages if I get any. But that's about it. Oh, even mobile phones, I can shut it off and be happy. I don't have to mess with it. I still love YouTube, but I totally get what you mean. It can be draining, and what I'm struggling with right now is putting out videos like I want to, but I just can't get the motivation. I understand that, Miss Amy. That happens all the time. What's up, Will? What's up, Order 66? Good morning, top of the morning to you. Grab you a cup of Joe and hang out. No, Brett, I can take my phone and shut it off for a day, and I'd be all right. I I am no way tied to my phone. Matter of fact, I wish we were back in the olden days where we didn't have phones. We actually had to go to somebody's house and knock on their door if we wanted to talk to them. I think the phones. I could the cell phones and the smartphones. I think we just got too big for our britches there. I think that took away of people to actually communicate. It felt good to go to bed at a decent hour last night. I mean, didn't have internet, so I just went to bed. Us creators forget it's our Lego adventure and feel we have to do lots. True. Can't wait for people to rediscover touching grass. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, that means something for you for 420. I agree, Brett. Only reason why I do videos is to take you guys on a journey with me on my Lego journey. That's it. If I had a channel that had nobody come to it, I wouldn't put out no videos. I mean, I enjoy making friends, and the only reason why I did YouTube was because of that, just to make friends. If I didn't want to make friends, I probably wouldn't put out a video or be on YouTube or Instagram or wherever I am. But me, I want to make friends, and nobody around here does Lego but me. It seems like so. The way I can converse with other AFOLs is through the net, which I'm not complaining about by no means. I'm very blessed to have found so many of you all as my friends. But if YouTube went down tomorrow and all the social media networks crashed, I wouldn't. I would miss you guys, but I would miss it. Miss it. Going south is fun, feeling the grass on your feet. It's called grounding. There you go. But I like to hide away in build boxes. Well, each is their own, Brett. I'm gonna give Cal a call to see if he even answers. I don't know if his phone's working. We'll do it live. We'll call the son gun up right now and say, "Where the heck are you?" I mean, he didn't send me a text saying he wasn't going to be here. We're gonna give him a call. It's ringing. It's just a ringing.
Please leave your message for.
Oh, he must be asleep. Must be asleep. A little punk. Oh, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know, but I need you in chat to keep this conversation rolling. There we are, invite. We'll see if we can get a special guest on here. We're looking for you, Brett. Message me on Instagram so I can find you. Put you all the way to the top. Well, I guess oh my goodness. There they are. That cow, I know. Oh. Well, what's everybody else doing out there in the chat? What's going on, Brett?
Morning, buddy. There we go. Now there's two of us. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a lot of talking. That's about it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That grounding thing, Cliffy, is actually a thing. Like, that is real. Will was right? What we don't do as a species is we don't connect with the earth, right? There's a whole science behind this. Give me 2 seconds and I'll explain it, right? Us as humans have electricity going through our body, correct?
Right.
Right? And when we go outside and we put bare feet on the ground, right, we disperse all the bad electricity. Does that make sense? It's like we ground, like a ground wire.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. I guess I need to go outside barefooted again. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, go outside, put your feet on the grass, and ground yourself. If you do this a couple of times a week, you will start to feel better about yourself. It's proven. It is proven. They do a special mat that you have on the front door. When you walk in, you put your feet on it, and it grounds you again. But that's about
Yeah.
$6,000. I wouldn't recommend going and doing that.
No.
But going outside and touching the ground with your feet costs nothing.
I always went outside and sat on the porch in a
That's
chair.
it, Cliffy. That's it. I went out the front. I was talking to you on my phone, buddy. I was sitting having a cigarette, sitting on the doorstep. You know? Like you say, once a day, it wouldn't hurt to go outside and reconnect with the earth.
Right. Or that's why I'm always told when I wake up, my blood needs to start moving. Well, get up, move around, get the blood circulation going, and warm up. A lot easier that way. So, Brett, how you been this week?
Yeah, we're getting stuff done. My landlord's currently here doing stuff to the house, so it's a case of hide for me. Yeah.
I always hate.
Go on, Cliff.
I always hate it. I'm one of those guys. I don't like somebody just popping up at the house. Like it drives me mad.
Well, as it brings us back to technology, doesn't it? Now that we've all got mobile phones, that's a thing of the past. People just turning up. Normally, they notify you first.
Well, it'd be awesome to notify me, but I was always like that. I just didn't. If I knew they were coming, I was okay.
Yeah.
Just coming by without notice, nah, not me. I don't know. I could probably shut my phone. I have shut my phone off and not been on my phone or nothing. You know what? That makes me feel better. I can disconnect a little bit. I think it's good for everybody to disconnect every once in a while. For a day or so. I'm not saying like be gone for a month or whatever, but
You are
a
right.
day.
You are right. Years ago, we didn't have phones. We used to go outside and talk to each other.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, where you found your friends was a bunch of bicycles in somebody's front yard. You knew where your friends were. That's where you went.
Well, that's it. The second you left school, it was go home, get changed, and meet up somewhere. You weren't indoors at all. Long
Right.
enough to take your clothes off and put more on and get out the door. Maybe with something to eat if you're lucky.
Well, see, I really think that's where. I mean, I'm no scientist. I'm not one of those statistics kind of guy, but I have a in my brain. I think that's what's wrong with this world today is that we rely too much on technology, phones, computers, the internet, where we keep ourselves inside now. We isolate ourselves because we got them devices. We don't have to leave the house to have a communication like what we're doing now. I'm sitting in my living room having a conversation with a guy over in the UK. I mean,
That's it.
what? I think, I wish, like I said, back in the old days where we could actually go outside and communicate. And I think a lot of this, we want to be isolated and we would go in there and actually have a conversation. This world probably be a whole lot better. But I think we hinder ourselves with technology sometimes.
The trouble is, Cliffy, everything that's created makes life easy for us. Everything that we invent does something to make our life easier. Eventually, we're going to have no purpose. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can get a computerized oven that will cook your dinner for you. So
Right.
now a chef is out of work because a computer has replaced him. But like you say, the person that owns that oven has chosen the oven over the chef. And they've chosen the oven because they don't want to have to talk to someone. They don't want someone else in the house. Like you say, when we were kids, social anxiety wasn't a thing. If you didn't know a kid, you'd walk up to them and go, all right, my name is. Nowadays, people don't do that.
Nope. Unless we see each other in a chat and we start messaging each other on Instagram or Facebook or get the other person's number
Yeah.
and text them.
You know, don't get me wrong. If I was over your side, I would drive round and meet all of you. I would
Right.
make it a purpose that I come and meet you all, I shake your hands, I hug you, do you know what I mean? Whatever it is. But unfortunately for me, I'm in, the wrong country. But have no illusion. The day that I do get to America, that's exactly what I will do. I will hug the crap out of everybody I meet. I'll be like, good to finally meet you in person. Because for me, this is just a stepping stone. I want to meet you all in real life. I don't want to see you on a screen for the rest of my life. I'm not here for that. I have agreed to get on a plane, which I've never even looked at a real plane much. If I'm prepared to fight my own demons and get on a plane, that says I'm passionate about meeting you all in real life.
Right.
You know? One day, Cliffy, one day, buddy.
Well,
Yeah, and then you can kick my ass like you keep promising.
we done this to ourselves. I think, and it's a shame because I mean, you can pay your bills now online. You don't have to go into a place and pay your
Order
rent.
shopping, Cliffy. You don't even have
Yeah,
to go to the supermarket. It's terrible.
yeah. You can people deliver to you,
Yeah.
or you got curbside pickup or delivered. I mean, UPS or FedEx or parcel service, whatever.
It's not that years ago, that was for people that were trapped indoors with medical conditions. Now it seems like it's just convenient for everybody.
Right. I tell you what, it's hard for me to get around. I mean, I'm disabled, and it's tough for me to get around, and I miss going outside. I'd rather go outside and hang out with my friends in person than I would be on the computer.
Yeah.
For real. I mean, how do people even work? I mean, I guess they work online a lot, but I don't know. My thing is, I think we did it to ourselves.
Do you know what it is, Cliffy? The bottom line is this. We're getting old, buddy. Our generation was the golden generation. This new generation, pardon the pun, haven't got a clue. And yeah, when like we said, when we were kids, there wasn't no social anxiety. If you didn't know a kid, you walked up to them. Hello, my name is.
Right.
You know,
I
nowadays, you
I feel
know,
that makes you think too, Brett. I'm not like hating on the new generation, but they're not going to know what it's like how it was when we were kids. I mean, are they going to even experience a bicycle ride? Are they going to experience a you know an actual conversation anymore?
Cliffy, here's a question for you, buddy. Try this one. When was the last time you heard any child turn around and talk about building a fort, Cliffy? Whether it be with duvets, bits of wood, in a field, up a tree. When was the last time kids said, "Oh, we're going to build an encampment"? You just
You
don't
don't
hear that
you
anymore.
don't hear, yeah, you don't hear that no more. You don't hear them. Man, I went riding my bike and I found this new place here. You don't hear nothing. I mean, heck, the parks are even getting technical. I mean, oh, I mean, when I see a computer plug-in at a city park in a pavilion, we're
Yeah,
taking a little too far.
yeah.
So instead of being on, I mean, I guess you're outside getting. Well, you're not really outside because you're in a pavilion. You got a roof over your head. So I don't know the difference, but well, that's cool. Well, see, at least we got one child is wanting to build forks hoarder, but
That's it. There's some kids out there that are still being kids.
I tell you what, I seriously saw the other day that a kid couldn't be more than 3 years old on a smartphone watching TikTok. I'm like, dude, that's where our problem is. That's where our problem is right there. No, they need to play with Hot Wheels or
Army men,
Army Man,
Barbies, you
Barbies,
know,
whatever.
worms, dirt. Isn't it, Cliffy? Be kids, you know?
Yeah, let them be kids, man. That's the whole thing. He's like,
Pick up creatures and then run around because they're scary-fied looking, you know?
mm.
Centipedes and millipedes and bugs and things like that and worms. That's what kids did when I was a kid.
When I was a kid, I was outside. I mean, when I was outside, my parents literally made me go outside. I mean, they wouldn't let me stay in the house all day unless it was raining or bad weather. I was outside. I was outside from right after breakfast until it started getting dark. Or when I heard my mom yelling out the door. Then it was time for me to come inside. But other than that, I was not allowed inside the house all day.
With exception, obviously, we were allowed in for toilet breaks, Cliffy. But yeah,
I always found a tree, but I lived out in the country, so I found a tree or something when I had to do it. But
do you know what, buddy? I still remember my mum saying, "You're a boy, go in the bush."
right, the horrible thing is, I mean, heck, I was outside riding my bike, but we had a little field out in the back that had little trees, and I'd make trails and ride my bike through the trails in the woods. I mean, I went hunting, I went fishing, I went swimming. I my friends and I would make stick guns and play war out there in the back. I mean, it was harmless fun. Now, if you see a kid with a gun, they're thinking that they're going to
Well, yeah,
go, they're going to go, it's teaching them to go blow up or shoot something. No, not necessarily. It's the parents who needs to be parenting their child and teaching their child the gun is not a toy. It's not for anger. It's for.
yeah. But Cliffy, didn't you know, buddy? Computers, tablets, and devices are the new parents.
I say that's totally wrong.
Yeah, I agree, buddy. Why do you think? Why do you think I take Tommy out in the real world, take him to the park, make him do kid things?
Yeah.
It's like you said, when we were kids, we had BMXs, you know. I rode down a hill and I don't remember much, but I woke up at the bottom of the hill with my BMX round my head. That's what kids do.
Yeah, I make ramps and jump my bike on ramps.
Not sit on TikTok and watch someone do it on a video. I'm sorry, you learn nothing from watching a video. When you've got the bike round your head, you learn not to do it again.
Yeah. I tell you, this world's changed since I was a kid, and I do not know if I'm comfortable with it.
I got one for you, Cliffy. Right, when I was a kid, where I lived, we had a roller skating rink, and on a Friday night, they would do a roller disco where they'd have the music blaring and you could skate round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As soon as I came out of my teens, they destroyed that place that you do the roller skating on. I don't know anywhere, my end of the country, you can put on a pair of roller skates and go there on a Friday night now. So you're right, the world has changed so much.
I remember when I was even a teenager. I remember going. Me and my friends would sit at the park, and we'd even have a beer or two, whatever. But
or
we,
share
were,
a bit.
we had a bowl.
Innit?
We had a bowling alley, and then bottom of the hill we had tennis courts and a basketball court. And we used to go one night we'd go bowling, the other night we'd go play basketball down there. We made our own fun, and we weren't getting in trouble. But now I just don't understand. Like I said, yeah, guys. All right, I admit it. I do look at my phone. I do watch TikTok, but I'm not a kid anymore. I can't go out and do things. I mean, I still do, but I still go outside and sit on the front porch and just look around. Horses, I can tell you that people are starting to come back out. We went to the park and there were two other groups of people there. The kids all played together. It was a sight for sore eyes. How many
That's it.
groups? Two other groups? Okay, but how many people was in your town? I remember my park used to be busy every day, every weekend. Saturday, you go down to the park. It was like a freaking fair. I mean, you could you couldn't go anywhere without bumping into somebody.
The world has
Yep.
changed. The world has changed. We no longer want to explore our own planet. We want to go out into space now, Cliffy, and explore other planets. Do you know what I mean? What
Man,
about
I think we should take care of the
understanding?
planet we're on before we start going to other planets. But
Well,
that's my
that's it. Fix this one first, and then move out to others, isn't it?
opinion. Yeah. That's cool, Will. I mean, I'm glad to see people going out, but I'll tell you what, I've gone out where there's people, and all I see them, they're not looking around, they're looking at phones.
Yeah.
Or they're videoing their kids playing. I guess I mean, that's good. That's all good, but they don't go. I bet they're looking at their phones every 5 minutes.
Again, mobile phones used to be for people that worked all over the country. Now everybody's got one.
Yeah.
I'm just glad people don't collect Lego Castle, because if everyone started collecting it, I'd have to pay a fortune for it.
Mm-hmm.
See, some things it's good that they don't end up fads, but yeah, technology
I'm not saying staying inside.
it's good and bad.
I'm not saying it's bad to stay inside and all that stuff. I'm not saying that at all. If you're disabled and you can't get out very much, I get it. I get it. Trust me, I've been there. It's boring not be. When I first got disabled, I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't have Instagram. I didn't have Facebook. I didn't have. Well, I had Facebook, but I didn't have Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. I just sit there and watch shows, and boy, I tell you what, that day sucked. Those days sitting there and not. I mean, it just boring as all get out. And but I was outside working every day until then. So I mean, it was a sudden stop for me. I'll tell you what, I got depressed. I mean, I did. I was on depression medication. I found Lego and I got out of it. But now, guys, I'm telling you, Lego's even starting to get real boring to me. I care less about. I mean, I can almost care less about touching Lego right now. And I never thought I would feel that way. But man, I tell you, it's just like I was saying, I just need a break. I need to take a couple of days where I'm not messing with YouTube or messing with Lego, just to take a little break and breather and then come back to it.
You did so much content, Cliffy, when you first come on here, that, like you say, a couple of years into it, you're starting to feel burnt out. And I totally get that. When I joined YouTube, I didn't know what to expect. I'd had a channel since 2015, but I'd never bothered with it. It was for music playlists. It was for YouTube to remember what music I liked, And then I started the channel. And like you say, consistency is good for the algorithm if it's a job. But when it's a hobby, you've got to do it for you. That's why 99% of the time I will be on panel with you all, and I will happily show you what I'm building. But the video quality of my channel, as I was saying earlier, is lacking because A, I don't have the world's best camera. B, you know, I'm not the best with a camera, but I do it when I feel like it. And when you do the videos less sporadic, I find when I do one and it gets good feedback, like Cal was saying with his layout video hitting good views, that gives me the boost I need then to pick the brick up. But you're right, you don't need to be 100 miles an hour every day with the Lego. I haven't built for 3 days, but today I've said to myself, I am going to build whether I want to or not. Even if I put brick up and I don't like it and take it down, I can say I've built, you know?
Well, my thing is not, I mean, I've done a lot of content on my channel, but I've slowed that down. I'm only doing 4 videos a week now. It used to be every day.
Yeah.
And still, I mean, I only do videos on Mondays and Wednesdays and on Saturdays. And then Saturdays, I clean my Lego room up. I dust my Lego and stuff like that. I still do that. But I think, I mean, but like yesterday, internet was out. I came in here and occupied my time to build Lego. But I didn't want to touch a brick. And after I get done with this stream, I got to go do errands with my wife. So I doubt I'll even touch Lego today, which will be good. Tomorrow will be better. I can do it. You know, tomorrow I'll probably build some or do something with Lego. But I just right now,
I
and I
think you're right. We need to take a little bit of time to recharge. That's the key, isn't it? You know, like you say, you know, some people can put their phones down, you know. I'm with you, Cliffy, up to a point. Because I've got 4 children and only one of them's with me, I can't put my phone down, even if I want to, because it has to be there for them to get hold of me. But that doesn't mean that I can't put it somewhere and maybe check it once every 6 hours, you know? There's always a workaround. And I like the once every 6 hours because, again, you're not on all your social media. Have I got any messages? No. Right, put it back. See you in 6 hours. That way, you maybe check your phone twice a day.
Right. Well, the thing I get is, you know, yesterday I didn't get on my phone very much. People, I mean, if my phone rings, I'll answer it. If I get a text, I'll text. But as far as when I'm talking about my phone, I didn't get on Instagram very much yesterday, and I didn't get on YouTube at all till last night. I said hi to Hoosier, and then, you know, social media wise, I didn't. It's good to unplug, and I think everybody should unplug sometimes.
Yeah.
All my Legos here at home, so when I go to my daughter's mother's house for a week at a time, I can't build. It's great because when I get home, it is easier to sit and build because I'm not burnt out.
People even take phones in the bath now, Cliffy. Can you believe that?
Yeah. I'll tell you, well, heck, okay. Not this house, but our last house we lived in, we had one bathroom. And my daughter would take her phone into the bathroom, and she'd sit there for an hour in the bathroom, scrolling through TikTok. Well, there's 2 people screaming at her to get up and get done and get out so we can use it. It ticks me off. I made a rule: no phone needs to go in the bathroom. The bathroom's for one purpose all. Either take a shower or do your business and get out.
Yeah.
It just after the pandemic, I found that all my extrovertness was gone, and I felt scared to talk to people. I had to regain the ability to talk to people without feeling weird. Or I get it. My daughter has severe social anxiety. She cannot go into a convenience store without freezing up and bugging out. She's gotten a lot better now. She's at least going. She is at least going into convenience stores and getting stuff. But you know, it's so I get that. But she had that before the pandemic. But the pandemic surely did not help matters any.
Oh, hell no.
It didn't help. No,
I
it
agree
didn't
with
help.
you there, brother. I agree with you there. Mrs. Brett suffers social anxiety, Cliffy. Even in my Lego shop the other day, there was 4 people in there and me. And she said, I'm starting to feel too much. I said, go and sit in the car, babe. You know what I mean? So I totally feel you with that social anxiety. And even me, with my big, bold personality, I get it sometimes. Sometimes I'll walk into a place and I feel like everyone's looking at me, and it makes you feel self-conscious. You're like,
Right.
"Ugh." But then other times I'll walk in, hi, I'm Brett, how you doing? You know? And they're like, oh, look at this guy, he's full of life, you know.
Well, that happens. I mean, but now she's want to get a job, so you know it's getting better for her. But after the pandemic, I tell you what, I'll be honest with you too. When the pandemic came, this is okay. I won't tell you this real quick. I'll take probably a minute. That's right after my surgery. After I got off life support and all that stuff, when the pandemic came out, the COVID, whatever, and my doctor set me down. You know, my lungs are shot as it is. And my doctor sat down, you know, and this is what my doctor said. This is why I respect him so much at that, you know, the doctor guy I had. He retired now, but he said, this COVID, if it's real or not, I need you, even if it's not real or an actual, you know, you need to take precautions because if you get it and it's actually real, it's your demise. So I did take the shots. I did take the you know wearing the masks when I went out in public. And the doctor explained to me. He said even if it's bogus, and you may not get it. You may or may not get it, but I want you to take all the precautionary measures so you don't get it.
Yeah.
So he told me. He said, you know, do what they're telling you to do because if it's a real disease, this is when it first came out when people were back and forth on it if it's real or not. He said just protect yourself because if it's real, you get it. It's your demise. So I wore my mask and I isolated myself for the whole year in my house. I didn't leave the house unless I absolutely had to. If I had to go to the doctor or go to the emergency room, that's the only time I left the house. And my wife worked as a nurse, and she would do her thing if she came in the house. I mean, it was a total mess. But I get it, Will. It was hard for me to afterwards. I still wore my mask for a long time afterwards because I you know I didn't want to get sick, and COVID was still running out. You know, so that's my story. That's why I did it.
Again, Cliffy, can I just say I am very thankful for that doctor because he gives you good advice and you are able to be here with us. So, yeah, he was definitely a good doctor. And like you say, adhering to what he said saved your life, if you like, because the pandemic took so many people, you know.
And
Like
he said, and this is at the beginning where you know people didn't wasn't sure it was a real thing, and he just said if it is, and if it's not, you know, I would treat it as it is worst case scenario because your life's going to depend on it. So I mean, I knock on wood, I've never had COVID. I never did get the COVID. Because I isolated myself in my room, my Lego room, in my room. That's where I isolated myself. I didn't come in.
Cliffy, we need to get Seth to do a song in my Lego room. Yeah.
Right. I walked into the liquor store and couldn't even talk to the employees without my entire body sweating all over at once. Yeah. I got the first 2 shots, but I didn't get the booster, even though China made it. It still messed up people, mainly older people. But well, see, and I think it's wrong for the government to make you do anything. That like a shot should be your choice. It's your life, your choice. Whatever. I took it. I got all 3 shots. I got the booster. I got the first 2 just because, like I said, my doctor didn't want me to take no chances. And I'm knock on wood, I never got COVID. Never have not got it yet. I hope to keep it that way.
That's it. That's it.
But
more Lego to build, Cliffy.
But see, that's my choice. And people gotta learn. You gotta respect other people's choices. And there's a lot of. I think there's a lot of problem in this world too. Is judgment. I mean, I can't get mad if Brett didn't take a shot. I mean, that's his body, his choice. Why would I care? I care for Brett as a human being, but why would I care if he made a choice of getting the shot or not? That should not be. I shouldn't hate him for not taking it. You understand what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it. We're all different, Cliffy, and like you said, yeah, you had to take it to prevent yourself, right? Mrs. Brett had to take it for her job, but for me, with my conditions, it wouldn't have helped me. It would have made me worse. And like you say, I don't treat you or Mrs. Brett any different for doing it. Because, like you said, it's everybody's choice. But, yeah, the government, they like to scare you into everything.
Yeah. I mean, I've known people, and I'm friends with people who didn't do the shot. And, I took the shot. And I've heard a lot of people, make fun of each other for having the shot. I mean, it's stupid. I think this is stupid. I think, it's their choice. You have your opinions. I have my opinions. And,
that's it.
Like I've always said, if everybody had the same opinion, this world would be boring.
Well, YouTube would just be the same monotonous videos, wouldn't it? We'd all be doing the same.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, and
that's why I like our little community, because we got people that build Lego Friends, we got people that build Lego Pirates, we got people that build Ninjago, we got people that build City. We've all got different tastes, and that's what makes us unique.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's getting better. The world kind of. I mean, what I'm saying is, I am seeing a lot more people out than it was before, but I still feel that we rely on technology way too much.
I think I'm fair to say this, but COVID helped a lot of people, Cliffy, because it's made everyone realise that life is too short, and sometimes you can't sit indoors and look out at the world. Sometimes you've just got to take that step and go out there, like we said. You know? But again, I also feel for the people that are stuck indoors, because I can do sitting indoors, and yeah, it's mind-numbing. It don't do the brain no good to sit indoors, look at the same 4 walls and talk to the same people every day. You need to get out and interact. We are social beings.
That's why I like those conventions. I can't wait to go to Nashville, meet more people.
Well, that's it. Meet people you don't know. You're going to be nervous, but it's someone else you can say you've met. You know what I mean, on your journey.
Yeah, last year was my first year. I thought it was.
Do you know what? Right, I'm going to say this. I've never said this to you. You, Seth, and Yeti look like you were having such a blast. I was jealous of you. There you go.
Well,
when you took your Johnny Fives, you boys looked like you were having so much fun. I was actually jealous. I was like, I want to be there.
It was fun. I promise you, it was fun. This
And
sure gonna be.
maybe that's what you've got to work towards now, Cliffy. Rather than doing 4 videos a week, maybe drop it to 3 and slow build yourself a layout or something like Hooser and Haley do. But instead of
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing with the city. It's slowly coming.
instead of them rushing it in like 3 months, like we know they can with maximum stress, you can take 6 months and take your time with it.
Well, that's what I'm doing with my city. I'm taking my time with it. Doing it during the live streams. I work on maybe once or twice a month. I just get slowly going. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. There was something I was going to say, but the real quick, don't forget Sunday night. It's a hangout stream. Um, be part of the group. Get on Instagram, follow us on Instagram, and request to be in the group where you can get the links to hang out. I guess a little perk to be part of the Clicken Bricken family, I guess. I don't know. And Cal, if you're listening to this, you're in trouble.
Well, no, Cliff, he's double in trouble because he made me come on. So now he's really in trouble. If he thought he was in trouble, he is now.
Yeah. We have bread on. What are you talking? Oh,
I don't know there, buddy. But yeah, don't forget, we got Reed tonight. Hope you don't mind, Cliffy. Reed's got a big thing tonight. I even tried to get on his panel. He told me I'm B squad. Can you believe that? B squad.
What's he doing tonight? What's so big about it?
Oh, he's got the new space CMFs, Cliffy. So he'll be doing the revealing of some of them new space CMFs. You know what? I haven't seen any of them. I know that they're out, but I actually haven't seen none of the figures. So I'll be there just to see what's coming out in space. As I said to you the other day, I got your little spaceship here to go in your package because we both like space. So
heck yeah. I was gonna bring this up. May 4th. Why? I got a question, Will. Why does Star Wars get their own day in Lego? Why can't there be a Harry Potter day or a City Day or what is only thing they celebrate is Star Wars on May the 4th? Tell me why. Why can't there be a Icons Day, Ideas Day, or whatever day? Why does it always gotta be Star Wars?
Minifig Day, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Lego was pushing this May the 4th stuff. I mean, you get for purchases, you get the UCS sets, you get everything involved around Star Wars around May the 4th. I don't like it. I mean, I'm not saying Star Wars is bad, but I'm just saying there's other stuff out there than Star Wars. I don't know, Star Wars. I mean, I get it. If you're a Star Wars man, you're excited about it. It's all more power to you. I'm not saying nothing. They just adopted it. Okay, I just wish they'd do something for the others.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta face it. Star Wars is a thing, Brett and Lego.
Yeah.
Even if we like it or not, it's a thing. And I will say, if Star Wars wasn't in Lego, I don't know if Lego would be as popular for real. Maybe for us. Maybe it is for us. But there wouldn't be I think our community would be really small. It wasn't for Star Wars. I mean, there ain't very many castle people out there anymore or space. There's a couple. I mean, there's still people out there, but I mean, they're not as much as there is in Star Wars.
This is true.
And
like you said, Cliffy, there's only so many sets they can keep re-releasing.
well, I really can't fault Lego for doing that for real.
No, but then it's like the Star Wars franchise, Cliffy. They flogged it to death. Everyone's now to the point where it's like, why? It's like the Matrix. The first three were good, and then you had to carry on and muck it up. The same with Star Wars. The more you do, the less I feel I even want to understand what it's about. Does that make sense? I know the first three films were good. I watched the first three films.
Right, Hoarder. I forgot about Mario Day, but Mario, that's a different subject for a different podcast.
That's my daughter's birthday, 10th of May.
Well, I get the reason why there's so many. I mean, look, not everybody is as rich as you, Brett, and can go buy retired sets. So at least they're giving the people that missed out on the Millennium Falcon the first time, and the second time, and the third time, they have the opportunity to get it later on down the road. I get it, but I tell you what, this little Millennium Falcon that they came out with here recently, the little bitty one, that I think that's the best Millennium Falcon that they've done for the fact it's easier to display it. The UCS, unless you had a whole room in an end table just for that set to display it, fine. But if you didn't, it's crazy. Just saying that Lego does it, but only when there is already a day for it. Yeah, they didn't make a day for everything. I really think they need to do a theme a month and put out all the new sets for that theme every month. May could be Star Wars. June could be Harry Potter. July could be City. Whatever.
It's not that, Cliffy. Lego need to do a competition once a year where, like, everyone that's into Lego, no matter what the theme, builds a set and sends it into Lego and then gets it made into a set. They don't do stuff like that anymore. Well, they do. The difference is now they con you out of it and take all, like, thingy rights. But do you get what I mean? Like, once a year, Lego should do a competition. Build a set and impress us, and we will make it a real set, whether it's an A-file, a T-file, a child, whatever. Do you know what I mean? And make it, once a year, I don't know, a 2-month release. You can get that set. They make so many. You can get that set for 2 months because it won. Something like that. If Lego did that, I'd be interested. I'd compete. I think a lot of us would compete.
Yeah.
All right. Group activities, yeah. Pink flamingos. If you know, you know.
There you go. Well, guys, we're going to wind this podcast down. I do appreciate Brett for hopping on and helping me out this morning.
You're welcome, bud. Anytime.
It was great to talk to y'all and y'all in chat that came in. Thank you very so much.
And the rewatch crew. Don't forget the rewatch crew.
The rewatch crew. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Come back Sunday night for a hangout stream. We will be going over the upcoming Lego sets that are coming out, and all that good stuff. And Brett, you got any last words?
No, I think I have.
I guess I'll do the moo for cows. The moo's not here. Little punk.
He might be out buying donuts, Cliffy. You never know.
Never know either. Well, I doubt I'm gonna be having to leave after we get done here. I gotta do stuff with the wife. Maybe when Cal wakes up and moves around, he may start one. I don't know. But anyway, guys, we appreciate you all. Remember, hit that like button on the way out or on the way in. Guys, until next time, see you Sunday night and keep on clicking and bricking.
Clicken Bricken.